Continuing to celebrate Black History Month. Do you recognize this painting? It's called the Sugar Shack, and it's become a symbol of the vibrancy and resilience of Black culture. If you can't put your finger on it, it was featured in the end credits of the sitcom Good Times. You may also have seen it on the cover of Marvin Gaye's I Want You album. Ernie Barnes is the artist behind it. He's a North Carolina native born in Durham during the Jim Crow era, who went on to defy the odds and become a celebrated artist and athlete. And for the first time, one of his most well-known paintings is on display in Charlotte. Photojournalist Greg Simpson takes us to the Mint Museum, where the painting is being housed for the next few months, honoring Barnes's legacy.
So we're at the Mint Museum Uptown, one of our two buildings. Building Uptown, we have our American collection, our modern and contemporary collection, and our craft and design collections. This was painted in the late 1970s. It's the Ernie Barnes Sugar Shack. The painting is based on Barnes's recollection as a 13-year-old or so, sneaking into a music performance at the Durham Armory and kind of recreating from his memories the scene that he encountered there. And he talks about how it was a formative moment because dancing was important to him and music were important to him throughout his life thereafter. It's an iconic painting, was featured not only on a Marvin Gaye album cover, but also in the credits for Good Times, which is where most people probably know it from. This particular one was sold at auction about a year and a half ago, and the owner has been lending it to museums, so we're very fortunate to have it here in Charlotte. Well, we have had a relationship with a gentleman, Mr. Perkins, that purchased the painting at auction recently, and he had it on loan in some museums in Texas where he's part of where he lives. And because of our relationship with him and because Barnes was from Durham, North Carolina, we had other Barnes paintings on loans from him. You can see two others upstairs as well. He thought that we'd be a great venue to share the painting with and kind of bring a North Carolina artist, one of his most iconic works, home. Barnes had a variety of careers. He was an NFL player. He was an actor in Hollywood for a while, and then also was an artist, but he always loved making art. I mean, his football coaches would scold him for sketching on the sidelines. So he always loved capturing African-American life, whether it's sports figures or people in pool halls or performers. So this painting, Sugar Shack, which features dancing bodies, all kinds of great angles and motion in it, and the musicians playing, kind of fits right into the other work he made. We've had it up since early December. It'll be on view through June 30th here. Even being in the gallery since it's been on view, I've stood there and watched people walk into the gallery not knowing that it was there, and just the look of recognition that people say, "Is that? Oh, it is," and they'll walk up to it and check it out. So people do recognize it even without knowing that it's here on special loan. Well, I think both celebrating Barnes, whose reputation he's become a lot better well-known recently, and celebrating artists from North Carolina and the region is important to us. And so many people, if you know the Mint, you'll know that we've long celebrated Romar Bearden and his work. We also try to put more of a focus on others like John Biggers and Charles Alston. So Barnes fits right into that, and to be able to share with our visitors one of his most iconic paintings is really a privilege.
Incredible work. If you noticed, all the eyes closed in that painting. He went on to say, "I began to see and observe how blind we are to one another's humanity." So that is the reason behind that. Go check it out, the Mint Museum. Fascinating insight.